Good morning, everybody. What's going on? As you can tell, I am at Lowe's, a store that I actually haven't been to in a while because we've been having babies. But with babies comes a ton of dirty laundry. I had no idea, you guys. Y'all were right. I was wrong. We got to get this laundry room done. I'm going to pick up some supplies, and then we have somebody meeting us at the house that's going to give us a hand. So I got everything that we needed at Lowe's. Well, as you guys know, I tend to need to make like 3 or 4 trips. But thankfully, Marcy is up there. So we're going to get started on the laundry room. As you can see, we're finally in here doing it. And Mike from the Fowler fam reached out to me. Yep. He heard your guys' plea on all of the comments and all the videos of we need to get the laundry room done. We weren't able to make it happen before the babies came. But they're here now. Marcy's actually with them at the doctor's. So we're going to try and knock this out this afternoon before the babies get back.
We can get a lot of this done.
Yeah, we're going to try and get it done before the babies get back. Yeah. And we'll have the laundry room completely finished, mostly. Like I said, we always have to make a million trips to Lowe's. The only thing that I know that we don't have right now is the countertop, which we're going to probably get at IKEA, and IKEA's like 2 hours away. So one time when we go to my parents' house, we'll go and pick that up. But we have our sink. We'll show you guys. I mean, I've got all of the stuff. So I'm going to get this cleaned up. As you guys can see, this has kind of become a storage room. We've got our chest freezer in here. We got to pull out the laundry and dryer, or washer and dryer. So I'm going to go ahead and have Mike help me to clean this whole thing out, and then we're going to get started. Hi, Zan. Hi, ducks. Come here, bud. Hi. I know, sorry, I don't have any treats. We forgot to buy you some more treats. We're going to have to buy you some. So Mike is working on finishing the rest of the plumbing. The drain is set up, but we need to run the water to the sink. So he's working on that. I have to run out here to the well to turn off the water. It's our only water shut off, which is kind of crazy. But basically, I'm going to turn this off so that he can cut and hook up the water. Look at our poor well house, you guys. It's looking pretty sad. And we have some freezing weather coming, so that's going to come in a future video of where we're hopefully working on the well house. Hey, Zan! Zan, no, don't go in the house. No going in the house. Oh, phew. I didn't know if I closed the door or not. This is the reason I didn't want to do the laundry room, because moving the washer sucks.
This washer is heavy.
It probably is full of water somewhere where it's not supposed to be. So with all of the termite issues we've also had mice problems. So we've pretty much sealed up every single hole in the house. Let me show you guys why we had such a problem. So holes like that were not filled with spray foam. Also, the holes that went through this into the brick were not filled. And so the mice could run. Sorry, that's kind of hard to see, but they could run in between the brick of the wall and then the inside of the house wall. And so the mice have been a big issue. So thankfully we've got everything sealed up. I just got this spray foam. I'm going to seal up the last couple little holes that we have down here on this exterior wall. And fingers crossed, that should be the end of it. Actually, correction, under the sink in our kitchen, that I know still has mice. So I'm going to have to do something about that. But that will probably be a temporary fix, and then the permanent fix will come when we redo the kitchen. Mike's cut into this. I've got those little spots all spray foamed. Help keep the rodents out a little bit. We're going to replace the wood to try and patch the holes, but I figured that can't hurt as well. I'll tell you guys what, it is a good feeling to see this pile of sheetrock. Now you might be wondering, why is it good to see this pile of sheetrock? Because let me tell you something. When we started this project over a year ago, we had 2 massive piles of sheetrock right here in the front yard. And this is all that's left. The piles were probably 3 feet tall. And now we've got maybe 8 inches left of sheetrock, which means we are almost to the end of this project. The only sheetrock we have left is the laundry room and the kitchen, I think, and then some of the closets. But we're like 90% there, and it's super exciting. We have a mess. I decided to shorten this up. This 2x4 is pretty dang rotted and eaten. So I'm going to cut it and replace a big chunk of it. And I don't want to have to drill a hole, so I think we're going to cut this here and put the cap, just move the cap back a little bit. Make it a little bit better so I can put this new bottom board on. so that this is all sealed up. So this is absolutely not the way to do this, but we spent like 15 minutes looking for the tool, and in that 15 minutes I could have just done with the Sawzall. So we're gonna give this a try. Hopefully it doesn't ruin it. I mean, the worst that can happen is we're without water, so we're gonna give it a go. Worked pretty well. I thought it was going to jump around and make a way bigger mess.
Yeah, I think that worked really good.
And it cut it pretty flat. We'll just use some sandpaper to clean it up. I hope I left enough on there to put the piece on.
All right, so here he's just putting a shark bite attachment on it to cap it off.
Oh, well, it's a zero tolerance fit, which either can be a good thing or when we turn the water on, that thing's going to shoot off. We will find out. I guess before I go any further, I should show you guys what it looks like before so that you can see what it looks like after. This is pretty much the before. We've had a ton of damage, as we've explained before. We've got a hole. If you look through there, you can actually see the outside. We've got a couple of the holes in the ceiling. All of this needs to be sheetrocked. So we're fixing to transform this place, and it's coming along really good. I'm just fixing to put in this bottom plate here, and I think that's the last wood. Ow, I just got bit by an ant. Where the heck did that come from? That's fixing to be the last 2x4 I think we have to add. We might add one more here, actually, because the insulation isn't that wide. So I'm going to throw that in there, and then we're going to hopefully be hanging the sheetrock, and this is really going to change really quick. So we went from a wall that we could shake and move to now a perfectly solid wall. So Mike is working on finishing up this corner piece. We're going to rebuild that. Add a whole bunch of supports there and get it looking good. Other than that, this is ready. So the mold and stuff that you guys can see in that, we've already sprayed, we've treated it. I was going to try and cut that out and replace the board, but there's just really no good way to do it. So we're going to make sure that it's sealed off good and obviously sprayed so it's dead and we shouldn't have any more problems. Because the leak, we fixed the leak. So we should be good there. I think the hardest part, the worst part, one of the worst parts about this, procrastinating this job, one of the biggest reasons I procrastinated this job is this dumb outlet here. So this outlet goes into our pantry so that we can like put our microwave in the pantry or whatever we want to plug in the pantry. And it means I have to climb up in the roof again. And it's the worst possible place because it is so tight in there as the roof comes down. There's like literally like 6 inches of room. Plus we have an AC ducting that runs to right there. And so it's just a pain in the butt to get to. So I think I finally have to bite the bullet and just do it and get it done. I just really don't want to, y'all. But I got to. Just like that, we got that outlet installed. The thing that's been plaguing me this whole time. It was actually pretty easy. It just sucked being up in the roof. As you can see, we got all the insulation up except for this little section here, which Mike is just finishing putting that board in so that we can put the insulation in, and then we'll be ready for sheetrock. So in just a second here, you guys are going to see this transform into a lunchroom. And look who just walked in the door. Marcy, I think I told you guys Marcy. Oh, you're not Marcy. Never mind. It's Mike. He tricked me. False alarm. Y'all, I cannot thank Mike enough for coming and helping. We're just getting started on the drywall. As you saw, I got that wall done. He's going to grab some more. But if you guys will do me a huge favor to show your love and your gratitude to Mike, go down. I'll leave a link in the description to his channel. Go check it out. Make sure you subscribe to it. They've got some awesome content over there. We're going to get back to work. We had to take a little break. We got some snacks. We got some gummy bears, some Dr. Pepper. And Marcy just pulled up. So let's go see her. She was at the doctor's this morning, taking both of the boys for their checkup. So hopefully everything is good. Let's go see. Mars, how was it?
It was good.
Was everybody alive and healthy?
Yes. rest. Everybody's healthy. Their jaundice levels are a little bit higher, but she's not worried about them at all. She says that when, especially babies born early, breastfeed, it's just their way of like, they're breaking down more red blood cells.
Interesting.
And so their levels tend to be a little bit higher, and they should drop down by 2 weeks. So,
okay. Can we stick them in the sun and that'll help or what?
yeah.
And it's finally sunny, but
there's no sun inside the house.
Yeah, now
like,
it's
there's
leaving.
not a window. So, but she wasn't worried about him at all. And it wasn't even that high. It's like a 6 and a 7 or something like that. And she's like, I don't worry till it's like 11 to 15.
Oh, okay.
They have a weight check next Wednesday. Paxton is 1 ounce from his birth weight.
Oh, good.
So.
But what about Harvey?
Harvey is, what was his birth weight?
6'5" or 5'13".
5'13", and he was 5'10".
Okay.
So he's almost there.
So Paxton, they basically stayed the same.
Yeah.
They basically stayed the same from when they were when we left the hospital.
Yeah. So I mean, Paxton's like back to normal, basically.
Or back to his birth weight.
Back to his birth weight, and then Harvey's like 3 ounces off. So, but she's gonna do, just because they're so tiny still, she's just gonna have us come in.
Just for weight.
So, and they were awesome. Like, we're switching Maverick over there. It was awesome.
Oh, good. Finally, we've had such issues, guys, finding good healthcare providers up here.
It's been hard. So I'm like really excited. Well, Maverick doesn't have to go to the doctors for a year. And then they'll schedule their little hip ultrasounds.
At that place too?
She didn't know if they can do it there,
okay,
or if they have to send us up to OU Children's.
Okay.
So, if you didn't know, both babies were transverse and breached the entire pregnancy, and because of that, they might have hip displacement, and so they're just going to do an ultrasound around 1 month to make sure that they need their hips adjusted and things like that.
Yeah, that there's no hip issues, which is good.
Yeah, but everything went well, and they just like cried a little. They didn't cry really at all, except for when you get them undressed, which is what they do at home. So, but they are starving, and I have to pump.
Okay. Well, we're getting some work done on the laundry room. Mike is here helping us, so we're knocking it out, as you guys know, and it's been super helpful having him.
I'm so grateful that
I know
he came.
it is huge, you guys. Like, oh, it's like a weight lifted off my shoulders. I mean, we've been going at it for 3 hours, maybe 4 hours. And so you think about it, what we've gotten to this point would have taken me an entire day to do by myself.
8 hours,
yeah, it would have taken me 8
I
hours.
get to take this off today.
Yay!
I don't know if you guys wanted to know that, but
her bandage gets to come off.
I'm super excited. I'm not going to show you.
Yeah, you're
guys.
not going to show you. Well, I'm going to get back in there and get to work.
Wait, will you carry
And
mine?
I'll help you carry in one of the babies, and then we'll get back at it. So we've run into a little bit of a snag. Marcy got home, was feeding the babies, went to turn on the sink, and the water was off. No big deal, right? We turned it off so that we could cut the water lines on the house for the sink plumbing. Well, I went out here, turned everything back on, and we don't have any water. So that's a little bit concerning. I just flipped off the breaker. That's how I shut the water off. And so I flipped it back on, and nothing. So I opened that. I've got to see if I can figure out what the problem is here. I have no idea what it would be. So let's see. I don't hear anything. So this is a pressure plate. This clicks and it's supposed to turn on the water. Well, it's clicking, but it's not turning on the water. I've done this millions of times, you guys. Never had this issue before. I seriously don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a bad breaker, or I'm gonna have to go get my electrical stuff here. And I hear a beep when I do that. What the heck is beeping? Oh, okay, so that second breaker is just for this, for the water softener, which we actually are not even using right now. So I unplugged that. Well, at least we know that circuit's working. Guys, this is not good. Marcy needs water. We need water for tonight. I mean, heck. How did I break it? I had Mike come out, take a break from the sheetrock to see if we can figure out what's going on. A lot of you guys are probably a lot smarter than us. I've got one of these handy dandy electricity Harry Potter wands. That's saying we have electricity in, and that's saying we have electricity into the pump. So right now my theory is that the well pump is now shot. We somehow fried the well pump, or it decided to give up the ghost conveniently right when we did that. Hoping that's not the case. We're going to keep digging into it a little bit more. But we may be going to Lowe's to get a new well pump.
I feel so bad for Crandall. So he's out there. He's actually filming right now. He's with Mike from the Fowler family farm. They had to turn off our water, like he probably has already said. And I asked him to turn it back on, and now he can't get the whole well pump to work. And I just feel so bad for him because I feel like he always runs across these things, and it just, oh, I think they fixed something. It looked like they did. I don't know. We'll see. But I do feel bad because they're trying to get the laundry room done, and then they had this come up too. So I don't really know what's going on. I just feel bad for them.
We're messing around with the idiot stick, as Mike calls it, to see if we can figure out... Okay, stop beeping. To see if we can figure out if we have electricity getting to it, like we showed you. So we're going to try something else to see if it maybe is just the panel...
The switch.
pressure switch, or if it really is the pump. So we just realized we're going to try this. So, okay, so we're going to test it on.
Okay, it's on right now, so test both.
Okay.
Motors. Power.
So power. Okay. I hope this does not do anything, because if it does, then power. No!
It's the pump.
You have to be freaking kidding me.
Yep. Because he's getting power to the pump now, and the pump is not turning on. It's not switching on.
Yeah, which means, that power, the power's getting to it, but stopping.
Right. At the pump.
Freaking
there's power,
heck.
but nothing's happening. So the switch is good.
Switch is good. No, the $10 part is good. It's the $1,000 part that isn't good.
Exactly.
Freaking heck. We were not expecting to do this today. I was definitely not expecting to do this today. We have our in-laws. Okay, Marcy's mom, my mother-in-law, is coming here tomorrow morning. We're driving down to Dallas to pick her up. Which means I'm going to have to go to Lowe's right now and go get one of these. Well, Mike, this sucks.
Yeah.
We had such good intentions, you guys, to get the laundry room completely finished.
And we would have never have noticed this if Marcy would have came home.
I know. Can you imagine if it was like dark?
If she would have come home at like 9 o'clock tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah, we would have the utility room done.
Yeah, the laundry room would be done, but we wouldn't have any water to use it. Oh my heck. Guys, if it isn't one thing, it's another. This is exactly why I didn't want to work on the laundry room. I knew this was going to happen. All right, well, I'm going to go talk to Marcy. Let's go tell her the news.
Hey, what did I tell you? These kind of projects they're called what?
Oh, what did you call them?
The other day? They're half projects.
Half projects. Yep, these are all half projects, y'all. This is the definition of that. Yes. This is our well house that I started 3 months ago, and it was 110 degrees, and so I stopped, and then I never came back to it, which it's fixing to start snowing and being really cold, so I have to finish it. I've just figured necessity is what necessitates things getting done.
Yes.
And now we're done with the laundry room for tonight, and it's going to be the well pump.
So was that one already off?
Yeah, that one's rusted completely. All right, I'll start pulling it out. Oh, the electrical. Well, there is a positive in all of this, and that is, if I had already finished the well house, we would not be able to pull it out like this. We'd have to actually take off the roof of the well house or move the well house entirely to be able to pull this out. So, everything happens for a reason.
Holy schmoly, we're doing this for 100 and something feet. You realize that?
They have a machine that does it. I don't got one. Oh, we hit water.
Yep, this is the muddy part.
Are these your nice clothes?
No.
They're not gonna be if they are. Ah!
Okay, got it. Hey, you're halfway there.
Woo! Woo! You guys, this is like just completely corroded.
Oh, wow.
Wash it off, you say? Well, we would if we had water. I think we can get this off, and I'm guessing that is what is holding these. Okay, the rope is just tied here. We can take that off. Man, I really wish we had water to wash this thing off before we put it back in there.
Yeah, no kidding.
We're gonna have dirty water for a little bit.
So, Crandall thinks the black stuff here is like corrosion. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's corrosion. Wow.
That's crazy.
I was thinking maybe it was like a rubberized tape or something, but
I don't know how we're gonna get this stuff apart.
Sawzall.
I mean, probably. just cut it all right there and start over, you know?
No, that'd be the worst thing.
So we got it all the way pulled out, and that was quite the adventure. So all they did was wire nut it together, and that was submerged underwater. So I'm going to see if there's a better way. I'm assuming that there is a better way when you're dealing with electricity and water, but we're going to find out, and hopefully there is.
I got one of them off, but let me go get some wire cutters.
I'm going to go tell March real quick that we have to go to Lowe's and go get the new well pump. Are you still back here?
Yeah. I'm just putting away laundry. What's up?
We're going to go to Lowe's, and
I'm so glad those aren't new pants.
I'm wearing my work clothes, March. Don't worry.
Oh my god.
We're going to run to Lowe's and go get a new well pump because
Okay.
it is completely shot. I know you wanted to come, but we're just going to go
Are
quick.
you gonna be able to get it fixed tonight?
That's the goal.
Because if you don't, then we'll just stay at your parents' tonight, and then you don't have to stress about it.
No, I think we're going to go get it and get it fixed.
Okay.
We're going to try to at least. That's the goal. I was going to say, let me wash my hands real quick, but I guess that ain't going to work.
I was wrong. They did not get the well pump fixed. It has to be completely redone, and I don't really know what that entails, but Crandall came in and he basically had mud all over him. So they are headed to Lowe's. And I just want to say how grateful I am for Mike for being here, for not just helping us with our laundry room, but seriously, like, helping us with this too. Like, it's late at night, like, it's 5 o'clock. He has a family. He could go home, like, but instead they're going to drive the 30 minutes to Lowe's, which is towards his house. Then they're going to come back, and then he's going to drive home again when they're done. And so, really, guys, go check out his family's channel, because they have seriously blessed our life in so many ways. And like, to have him, he was the guy who came and helped us with the sheetrock, doing all the mudding before the babies came, and now to have him help with the laundry room and then switch and help with the well house, like, it's incredible. And so please go check out his family's channel. Crandall will link it in the bottom. They have done so much for our family.
It took us forever at the restaurant we were at, and it's like way late now, but we made it home. This is the new pump that we got, and hopefully it will do the trick. So we're gonna go ahead and assemble it here in the house so that we can just walk out there and plug it in, and hopefully we'll be good to go.
Do you really think it's gonna be that easy?
We can hope. We can hope.
I don't know what it looks like.
It's a mess. It is a mess. So hopefully we got everything. We got a heat shrink wrap for the electrical connection that says it's supposed to be waterproof. So I think that's going to be better than some wire nuts. We are working well into the night. You guys see what I did there?
Well. Good one.
So we got this all hooked up. This is the new pump. I don't know if you guys can see this at all because I can't see what the camera's seeing. But this basically gets connected. We hook up the electrical. We tie a rope to it and we throw it down the hole. All right, y'all. Look at this. We've got a new well pump all put on. long story short, but we had to do it the exact same way the old person did it. So we're following in their footsteps. But it should be hooked up. I don't think we can turn it on to test it until it's in the water.
Well,
Does that
I don't
sound
even
right?
have it hooked up
Yeah,
yet. So.
but we don't want. I think we
Probably
want to
not,
wait. Yeah,
I'd get
we're not
that.
going to risk it. If we have to pull it back out, I guess we can.
So let's do the rope.
Oh yeah, we almost
Please do the
almost forgot the rope. This is our. Oh, I screwed up. Let's try again.
rope. Is this our fail safe?
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, when I put in my fence, I had 3 different posts that I was putting in, digging 3 feet deep. I hit water 3 feet. So I didn't even have to add water to my concrete.
Oh my gosh. Y'all, this is the moment of truth. The moment of truth.
All right, you want me to go do it?
Yeah. All right, guys, this is the moment of truth. It's only taken us 15 hours.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Oh, shoot.
Did we get those wired up right?
We can switch them real quick, but...
This is not good.
It's gotta
Same problem. That was supposed to just be
That was supposed to be it, huh?
that was supposed to be it. Well, we tried and we failed. We now have 2 unfinished projects, y'all. We still do not know how it happened.
I don't know what happened.
It is insane.
You just turned it off.
We turned it off, went to turn it back on, and it won't turn on. We replaced the pump, and
Could it
nothing.
be the behind the breaker?
We're getting power to the pump.
Power, yeah. And we
Unless we bought a faulty pump. What are the odds of that?
Yeah, no kidding.
Well, y'all, I don't even know what to say.
The babies are cute.
The babies are cute. You guys want to see the babies? Harvey and Paxton just hanging out.
Hi, you guys ate. You're all full.
And we have to figure out, like I've said on the video already, Marcy's mom is in town tomorrow for the next week, and we don't have any water. So this adventure just got a whole lot adventurous. A whole lot more adventurous.